Not yet. We gotta wait for some folks to come on in. All right.
All right. So thank you for joining us. This is actually our first Facebook Live together. But as you know, I'm Sean McDonald.
So I'm just I'm Antoinette McDonald, but I'm on wait. We the folks haven't begun to join yet, so we're just really excited, right? So you take a look at Sean. I'll go ahead and fix the lighting, make sure everything's okay.
Bottom line is this, we definitely believe that we have been given an opportunity to discuss some things, and really having this platform is going to be a good opportunity for us. So this is our first of many episodes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So make sure you check in those someone has joined, but I'm really not sure who has joined because the camera is all the way over there. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this journey that Sean and I are on. We're super excited to birth out some great things in regards to relationships and business and parenting and
faith and finances.
Yeah.
So, some of you may know we're both from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We've been in Virginia for forever, it seems, 20 years. But we actually want to start really just sowing into our ministries that, we believe God has definitely birthed out of us, or is birthing out of us. So we want you to be tuned in every Thursday as it is right now. That date and time may change, but just again, join this journey with us.
For sure. All right. So,
you're pulling on elbow?
Yeah, because you're talking and shaking the table.
Okay. So that's what you have to do on live.
Yeah.
Just point it out like that. All right.
Definitely. So, so I guess very first and foremost, I wanted to give a humongous shout out to our parents, our mothers, Inez Katzbeck, my beautiful mother-in-law. Thank you for this gentleman right here. You've truly raised a man who has a love of God. So definitely thank you so very much for blessing me by having him and being obedient. So I greatly appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, I want to give a return shout out to my mommy P. I know you're holding it down, Mommy P. Velma Jean Parker in the building. I remember all of those 24 years ago when we first met. And again, you looked at me like, who is this fella?
Fella.
Was that her word?
I don't know.
Well, we won't use the word that she probably was calling me in her head. But I know that she has definitely been a great mentor for me. And I love you, Mommy P. Again, 24 years in the making, you've been there in terms of being a mentor, a mother-in-law, but definitely, helped guide us along our way. So thank you for standing in the gap for this lovely queen.
Thank you.
Antoinette Joy Parker McDonald.
All right, we see some folks joining in. We definitely appreciate you guys coming in. Sean can keep talking. I was going to say something smart, but I think it's our daughter. So
there we go. So again, part of this platform, Forever in a Day is our company that we're actually going to start demonstrating all of the things that have been kind of captured, not in a private way, but just in a building way. So Forever in a Day Publishing is our company. But God has definitely laid it on our hearts to really do more in our ministries in terms of how we've actually been on a journey. One, from growing up in the inner city of Pittsburgh, going through our educational experiences, reaching a professional plateau.
She said we can't hear you.
Demonstrating the responsibility really to connect with people who have actually served as mentors as well. So again, none of this is us by ourselves. It's all about how God aligned our experiences. So our finances, our faith, our intellectual properties, our careers, and our family. So making sure that you tune into us so far it'll be every Thursday. So that, again, that time and date may change. But we just want to share out with you how God has been able to bless us through it all. So 20 years married. We just celebrated 20 years on October 14th, 2000.
can you hear us now?
Go ahead, Antoinette.
Yes, can you hear? Can
you hear us now? All right, put some thumbs up if you can hear us. Thumbs down if you can.
All right, so we're good. Say that again, Jamila. Hey, Jamila. Can you guys hear us now? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you. Awesome. So go ahead.
Go ahead, catch up. So just sharing out and making sure that, again, everything that we're doing is not about us, but it's really just want to show and share our lives with you. And again, have a dialogue. You know what I mean? Again, so as we see comments, we'll be able to respond to as well. But it's about building up people. It's about us sharing ourselves. So that, again, to know that we aren't doing it by ourselves or for ourselves, but it's really about making sure that we become better people along this way. So sharing our story is part of that journey.
For sure. So, of course, I'm real big on praising people and pouring into other folks. I see that Yolanda is on here, and definitely want to shout out our sis for just speaking life into me and into Sean and I. We have some gifts, man. We have some talents and some things that we want to share out with you guys. So Sean said it earlier, every Thursday, 7 o'clock, we'll be sharing out, definitely taking comments, questions. Hi, Maria. Hey. We're just really excited about what God has in store for us. And I mean, there's some books that's about to be pushed out. And as a woman of faith, some topics on marriage, how to mutually submit, how to be a mother to a son, and dealing with multiple sclerosis. Like, there's just so many layers to the beautiful artichoke that we are.
Right.
We're really looking forward to sharing it with you all tonight. I mean, if I can ask you some questions. So we do have a publishing company, and it is called
Forever and a Day Publishing, LLC. So again, our books, our memoirs, some tell all, some just tell our truth. Those things are actually going to be birthed soon. So definitely stay tuned for those as well. What are some other things Forever and a Day Publishing, LLC will be producing?
So we'll be launching our consulting firm. So some professional things. Also speaking about education, because Sean and I both are educators. And one of the biggest things for me is being a woman of color in leadership, a Black woman of color in leadership, and how to lead from the back as well from the front. So definitely the consulting is coming soon.
Yes. And with that consulting, again, you probably, if you don't know us, again, we've always held it true to we're mentees first. We look to our seniors, we look to our elders and folks who have actually done it before us. We don't have to recreate the wheel. So we believe in tapping into all of the resources that help make us better. So in that, we believe in building people up, building people's capacity. So consulting in terms of personal coaching as well. We believe that the talent is usually in the room.
Yeah.
So we have the talents, we share the talents with you. We'll find the resources for you, the abilities, the skills, the smarts, the knowledge. Those are the things that we want to actually make sure that our viewers, our listeners, our friends and family are tapped into. Another line of Forever and a Day Publishing LLC will be our greeting cards.
Yep.
So stay tuned for those greeting cards. Whenever you're searching for that birthday card, that Christmas card, even bereavement cards.
Yeah.
Sometimes we look through those aisles and see the words just really aren't in the cards. We end up settling for the words. So we want to actually be a bridge in terms of our experiences when we've been in that space. We want to provide some words for you that might help you celebrate or celebrate either way. Even if it's a loss of life, we believe it's a celebration of life. So we're going to produce those as well and have those available for you sooner than later.
Yeah. So we're just, totally excited. Like, we're just going to step out and just, I was sharing earlier with Yolanda, with my sis, and for years, Sean and I were both poets, spoken word artists. We've done this for years, right? But we really haven't shared this information out. We received questions like, how in the world are y'all together for so long? What's going on? How are the kids? How are you able to maintain? And it's all what we give you, right? We give you pictures, we give you a Facebook post, but we don't give you us, right? And of course, there's going to be a lot of things that are still guarded and protected because, you know, this is our home, this is our relationship. But there are a lot of things that we can share. So I was sharing with Yolanda just how for years I've had these things on my heart. We've had these things on our heart, but haven't moved in it, right? And so just recently, since this pandemic and being home and having time to reflect, I've literally have become ill. Like this thing is sitting on me. This gift is sitting on me heavy, right? And it's like, okay, now I understand what our elders used to say, like, you got to birth that thing out. Look, we about to birth this thing out. I'm going to claim it in the name of Jesus. Like my whole entire being is totally excited for what he's already shown me. And I'm trusting God to walk in that. So I'm hyped. I hope you guys share out, tell people about us. Join us every Thursday at 7 o'clock. We'll even have some time with Lil Sean being here when Siani comes home from college. Have her sit in, because they all have nuggets of wisdom as well in their own right. And we respect that.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
Even right now, we're actually going through our debt freedom process. So sharing those resources with you, being transparent as possible without sharing our social security numbers, we're actually going to be in position to share with you how we've actually gone, from being in a certain amount of debt to be debt free.
Yeah. So
we want to share that journey with you and again, provide those resources for you. There's no need to be a slave to debt. There's really not. No excuse for it. No matter what income level you are now, we don't have to be a slave to debt. So we want to share those resources as well. Again, our faith journey, and how we were raised in terms of, believing, and even where we are as believers as adults, that's transformative in terms of just being adults. So we want to share our faith walk with you as well. We talked about careers, so we'll talk about our career journey as well. Parenthood, we're still learning. So we're looking for questions and answers in terms of parenthood.
Questions and answers.
Questions and answers.
I know there's a you're able to join in like video chat and stuff like that. We want to have people come in. We love having folks with us at our home. We love chopping it up with people. It's been different with COVID, in this household. I don't play about COVID. Like I'm not going anywhere. You ain't coming over my house. Right. I'm not going over your house, because this is real. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's real. So I stay my tail in the house I walk out to the car with my mask on. Like I don't even play. I just don't play. But anyway, since we can't be face to face with each other in person, I can't hug on you, we can't love on you. We would love to have you join in. We have a lot of folks that have different resources. Mm-hmm. Like I know my cousin Erica is doing some things with your credit report. We have some realtors that we are friends with, Mike and David, that are realtors that can talk about different things to elevate you and your family. Right. We have financial folks from church. We attend Grace Church, so we have people there that we can plug into doing different things. So this is a launching pad tonight of some great things to come. I see some folks have joined. Definitely Monica, that's Maville. And Nikki Throckmorton was on here. I saw her earlier. So I thank you guys for stopping through. What I will ask as we, continue on, this is all new. We're developing, critique is always welcome.
Growth producing feedback.
Growth producing feedback is always welcome. If you have any, hey, I want you guys to talk about this particular topic, you can inbox me or inbox Sean. I'll make sure to tag him in the video too, so that folks on his page can see it and share out. We're young, Sean's 46, I'm 42, and we're just really trying to get this thing. No perfection, no, we're better than, none of that. Like we're talking about real
transparency,
real raw, transparent, and being intentional in all interactions, relationships, good, bad, or indifferent. Got that from my mama. So yeah, it's pretty
Mommy
cool.
P's in the building.
Hey, Uncle Brian. We got Uncle Brian, and Cousin Danielle has joined as well. But yeah, we just wanted to do a little introduction for Forever in a Day Publishing LLC. And you'll start to see some things changing and moving in regards to our business. And we're all about downloading and investing in, of course, our family, but also in yours as well, and your dreams as well.
And just to think, you know what I mean? Again, so everybody who's touched our lives is a part of this journey. So you're part of this story. So, you know, growing up in Glen Hazel, a neighborhood in Hazelwood, you know, going through Bergwin Elementary School, Gladstone Middle School, South Vocational Technical High School. All of y'all are part of this story, you know, and then going on to Clarion University, living in 2 different states, in South Carolina, where a lot of my maternal family is. All of y'all are part of my story. Coming back to Pennsylvania, going back to Clarion for my first master's degree, moving to Delaware, moving to Virginia as husband and wife with a young kid. All of y'all are part of this story.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll share you in our stories. It's our truth. Mm-hmm. So, you know, join us on a weekly basis for where we are in that journey.
Truly, this journey is something serious. Nikki said this sounds like it's going to be an adventure. It really is. And we're just going to be obedient through the process and just let it flow. Do what we do. We are truly authentic. Those of you who know us know we are. We genuinely love being around each other, having a good time. I have no idea how this man has dealt with me for 24 years. Like, I can't even stand myself at times. So that's a good one right there. Let
me answer that. Honestly, this morning, and this is real. This is a taste of what you get. So this morning, I'm making my coffee. It's about 7:30, getting ready for work. And I thought about it as I'm in the cabinet, bringing out my cream and my Splenda. God put it on my heart. He said, you chose your wife. And of course, the Bible verse, you know, a man who findeth a good wife findeth a good thing. Mm-hmm. But in the second part of that is I chose Antoinette. And that's what resonated in my mind while I made my coffee. I found her, but I still had a choice to make.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I chose Antoinette.
That's good.
So good, better, and different, Mommy P. I chose her. And in choosing, I choose to stay. I choose to be married until death do us part. I choose to be in position as a husband and as a leader over my household. And
that's good.
We'll talk about it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Let's talk about it on Thursday. I think that's going to be our first topic. Our first topic next week will be on the start of Forever in a Day Publishing LLC. So that started in fall of 1996. Clarion University. Okay, so we're talking about
as a good idea.
Years as a good idea. It started out with a glance at a party. So that's where we're going to start. Come on now. Come on, somebody.
You better tell them. You better tell them about it.
So, yes, join us back. We're going to take you back to 96. And, of course, during that time, Sean talked about, you know, being a part of our story. We're going to share our story. There's going to be times where, you know, I'm just a listener and listening to Sean as he was raised and growing up in Hazelwood, right, in Pittsburgh. I'm going to be present. I mean, I'm going to be right here with it with some popcorn because his life story, he shouldn't be here. You know, African-American male. Come on, somebody. Single parent. Come on. He shouldn't be here, right? However, but in the comma, God said otherwise. So he's here. So those stories are coming, and I hope he come back and join and be eating the popcorn when I'm sharing my truth and my understanding of who I was as a child and now as a woman. Right. But yeah, next Thursday at 7:00, you better be back here with us and bring about 2 friends because we're going to talk about the birthing of Forever in a Day Publishing Company and Publishing LLC and the importance of it in our meeting and how literally it was aligned. God's alignment was on point. You hear me? On that wonderful day down in that house party. Yeah. Yeah, that was some good times. I can't wait till next week.
Giving a shout out to Rogers Legan, for being a mentor in terms of both of us, but Clearing University, Sister Barbara Rogers, and again, these are shout outs of people you may know in Pittsburgh, but Lincoln Avenue Church of God. It's not random. It was purposed.
What do you think, fortuitous? It's not.
It's not fortuitous.
Yes.
No fortuitous events. So all of those things, just again, if you are part of our story, you're a part of this story. Mm-hmm. So there's a place for you at the brown table, Anyway, so join us. my starts in Glen Hazel, being raised in public housing, like Antoinette said, single parent, and Inez May McDonald Katzbeck, my loving mother, who's also on Facebook. So I'm going to give her a shout out too, and ask her to join. Celebrate my brother who just came home after being incarcerated for a number of years. Norman Lamont McDonald Sr. Happy birthday tomorrow, bro.
Happy birthday, big bro.
52. All the OGs in Hazelwood, you know what it is. So again, it's my story. I'm just here to tell about it. So join us. We're going to walk you through it, step by step as God leads us. And I'll make sure that, again, we're blessed or being a blessing to other people.
Wait a minute. Celeste. So Celeste Sharper, boo. I mean, there's folks that have poured into us. So Celeste is a social worker in Prince William County schools, and she's phenomenal. Relationships. Truly. She's a woman who loves on people you never have to question her intent when interacting with her. But I had the pleasure of meeting her after she worked with Sean. Had the pleasure of meeting her when I was in the risings up into administration. And she always used a signature of be blessed and be a blessing. So it literally is a reciprocal relationship. When she signs out, it's like, be blessed, but you need to also be a blessing. Don't sit on that calling. Don't sit on your blessing, because it literally is going to bless someone else. It's not for us to keep. I say that all the time. Somebody says thank you, I'm like, hey, it's not mine to keep. It's for me to share with you. That's right. So I'm hoping and praying that throughout this process, this journey, as Nikki said, this adventure, that you join us and you take this ride with us. Good, crying, laughter. Yes. I mean, we've gone through a lot of different situations that folks really don't know about. Yeah. And we are now secure in who we are and whose we are to share that reality and that pain with you guys, right? Because that's healing. We're going to talk about some mental health. Hello? Yes, everybody in this household got their own personal counselor, and we have a family therapist. Like, we don't play about raising children so they're healthy for themselves and for their mate and their family. Like, it literally is important. So, I'm super hype about it. I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to interact with us. Send some questions. Interact with us on live. We need y'all to be a part of this. Mm-hmm. And we challenge you guys to hold us accountable at all times for everything that we do, without judgment. Or with judgment, it don't matter.
Hey, we're here for it.
We're here for it.
Give a shout out to, our brother and our sister, brother Ricky Eaton, sister Claire Green Eaton. Thank you for tuning in to, again, great mentors, mm-hmm. People who we hold in high esteem. Ricky, I'll say you're a master of budgets, and other things. But in that way, that did not fall on deaf ears.
Sure did.
So I still use the budget spreadsheet, still use the Excel spreadsheet. And yes, I have started sharing it with other people, because that is actually helping us in our debt freedom, process. So thank you so much. And definitely, as we talked about earlier, just got to upgrade on our family pictures. So those family pictures and Christmas cards will be in the mail soon. Definitely. If we have your address, you're getting one. Stamps aren't that expensive. So, if we don't have your address and you want an updated copy of our 2020 family picture, drop that address in our inbox or, messenger, and we'll make sure that you're on that list as well. Maybe that's old school. Do people still send, Christmas cards?
I don't care.
We still send Christmas cards. What? 2020 is a year for Christmas cards. Do it.
And if you get one, please send one back, because I do post Christmas cards on our door. It's a tradition for the 20 years that we've been in Virginia. Every time we get a Christmas card, we put it on a door, tape them on a door, and it's just so beautiful when you approach the door to read through those beautiful words. Yeah, so please do that.
We love you back.
We love you, Miss Clear. I miss you. Oh my gosh, I miss you.
Yes.
Definitely. Well, we're headed up on 7:30. We're going to try to just do this for a half an hour every Thursday.
What time is it now?
It's 7:28.
What?
All
right. So again, we're going to be working on, consistent weekly half an hour episodes.
Yeah.
And again, this is about helping others and being helped. So again, this is going to be interactive as possible. So again, you have questions, drop in the message. If you have answers and responses and topics that you want us to discuss, drop it in a message, or, put it wherever you put it. But we're here for you. Let's be here for each other. Forever and a Day Publishing LLC is more than just a publishing company. Think about the name of that. That's intentional. Forever and a Day. God, family, career, finances. So just make sure that you are, tuned in.
For sure. Guys, we love you with the love of the Lord, and we are so very happy that you're joining this journey with us. We are humbled, we're exposed, we are butt naked. This is going to be something with some clothes on, but we are really, we're really stepping out here. We're stepping out on faith, and it's time to share. And so what a better way to do so but through a connection with Facebook. This is real life. I love reality TV, right? Like, I not love it, but I enjoy it. But that's fake, right? They have scripts, and they get all with the ghetto and all that. I can get Bonquisha Renee out. I can do all that, but that's so not me. It is at times, but it's so not me in this particular arena. So we're going to be vulnerable. We're going to share some things out with you, and we welcome you to this journey.
It's our story. We get to tell it. We get to write the story. So join us as we definitely write and reveal the story. We'll see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock. Love you.
Love you. Peace.